Welcome to Fat Potato Cooks. We're still in lockdown, still hairy. One of the things we've been missing through the lockdown is a freshly baked bread of the type I like. So I've just learned how to do it. I've had a number of phone calls from people saying, "Oh, can you give me a hand on how to bake bread?" It's so simple. I'd like to show you then, and then exactly what you need to do to get a really good loaf. Hope you enjoy it. And here we are with our finished loaf. We couldn't wait till the morning, so we thought we'd cut it now. There you go. It's nice and cool. There you go. One loaf ready to go. So what do you need to make the basic loaf? We need flour, water, yeast, some olive oil, some sugar, some salt, and this is a Greek spice called Mehlepi, I think. I'll give you the spelling. It's basically crushed cherry pips. Gives a very cherry and lemony flavour. It's really nice. This is a single egg and some milk just for a wash. And this is Sesame Seeds and some Nigella Seeds as well for the finish. This is optional, so is the egg, because you need the egg to make it stick, and so is that. But the rest of it is how do we start? First thing, we'll move these out of the way, don't need these. What we'll do here is on one side of the bowl, we add our salt. On the other side, the opposite side, we'll add our yeast. In the middle, or somewhere else, we'll add the oil. And then we'll sprinkle the sugar. The spice. What we'll do now is to mix this by hand. Only add half of the water. Well, I forgot to mention a couple of tools here. Really good plastic scraper. You'll see why that's really handy in a minute. You'll need a brush to wash the egg. Good. And you'll also need a little sharp, very sharp knife to cut the bread before we put it in the oven. Put all those on one side, so there we go. Let's start mixing this. This needs to be kept very dry. You don't need to go over the top. A bit more water. You can do this by machine. Better to do it by hand. You can feel then how much water you need. You know when you've got enough water because it should clear the sides of the bowl. Doing this until eventually you'll get all the flour that's picked up. Still looking a bit dry. Let's add the rest of the water. That's the water. We don't need any more water. Still some flour left on the sides. This is where our plastic scraper comes in. There you go, getting there. It's still quite sticky. So now we need to do about 10 minutes worth of some hard work. So let's move this out of the way. Well, now put this on our surface. See by the hands, it's quite sticky still, and my hands are still a bit dirty, so this will now change. So now all we do is folding action to get it going. Folding it, turning it, and eventually the hands will become clean. There you go. And eventually it will stop sticking to you. Start rolling it. Pick up all the strays that are falling off. There we go. Oh, there you go. Right, now we'll do 10 minutes of this. This is the way I like to do it. Squeezing it, it's still quite lumpy. Feel that. It's still breaking off quite a bit. Keep going. So it's nice and smooth, it doesn't break. Use your weight. Oh, it's getting there. Right. Now I'm getting bored, so as soon as you get bored, that's the time to stop, and then we'll see how it gets. At least you know then, the next time you do it, you need to do a bit more, but until you've done it, you won't know. No, this is more how I like it. I think that's about it. So, make a small ball. In the bowl that you had it, with some oil left over. Put some coating of oil. put your dough in. Going to leave that till it doubles in size. And in my language, that means when the dough starts to touch all the flours in this bowl at the top, then I know that's halfway, or it's doubled, sorry. And that's time for the second rise. So this is the first rise. This will probably take, who knows, a couple of hours maybe until it hits there. Once it gets to there, then we'll see how long it does. It all depends on temperature of the kitchen, temperature of the room, wherever you want. So cover that with a bit of cling film. So the top. Part 1. See you later. So here we are. Let's see. This is after 1 3/4 hours, which isn't too bad. As you say, it's more than doubled in size. What we do now is just knock out the air. Get this out. Pick him up. Oh yeah. There you go. Just push all the air out. That's all you do. That's our bread now. That's the back side of it. This is optional, so we like this because we like sesame seeds. We're just going to dip that in now. Run it on the sides because we like the taste of the sesame seeds. That's what I do. Using my plate with my guide. I now have a baking dish with use some grease-proof paper, or baking, so not grease-proof, baking paper. I've actually got a silicone sheet. I can't remember where I got it from, but it's great. So just tip this out, and there we go. There's my bread. So what I'm going to do now is brush this with the egg wash. Not too hard because I want the seeds to stay. And all the egg wash is going to do is going to keep all the seeds stuck to the bread, and it will also give it a really nice golden colour when it comes out. That's it, job's done. Now I'm going to leave this for the second rise, which probably take about 40 minutes at max. Just leave that there, and then it'll be ready for the oven. Here we are. It's been about 30 minutes or so since we left this. I think it's now ready for the oven. We'll just peel that back. First thing we do now is to we need to make a cut into the top, because as it grows in the oven, unless you actually the gases inside will try and escape, so it needs somewhere to burst through. So if you don't cut it, it will just burst anywhere. So we like to make a nice bit of a pattern, so with a nice sharp knife. Pour this. Like that. Okay. And what we need to do now is actually, I'm going to open the oven and throw some water into the base, and that will give us a bit some steam. So with the steam, that will help it to actually rise a lot more while it's in the oven. Now we pop this in and wait for about 40 minutes. So it's now been about 35 minutes, and we're going to see what we get. First thing to do is to test the temperature. Anything over 90 means it's cooked. Lovely. So we can now pop this on the rack. And there we have our loaf ready for the morning. And here we are with our finished loaf. We couldn't wait till the morning, so we thought we'd cut it now. There you go. It's nice and cooled. There you go. There you go. One loaf ready to go. Lovely.